Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'd like to show you how you can patch or reseed a lawn in your garden quite easily. It can be a bit daunting sometimes to take on a task like this, reseeding a lawn, but it's quite simple to do, and in this video I'm going to show you my sort of no-nonsense method on how to do it. So this area of my garden, the lawn is quite patchy because there used to be a pond here and I've since filled it in. So I need to get the grass growing here. So the first thing you want to do is remove all the rocks, little bits of grit and stone which will get in the way of the grass and prevent it from getting its roots in. So you want to get any rock up. Now you could use a rake for this, or you could just go around and pick them out, whichever you prefer. But you'll be surprised just how many rocks you find. So next you'll want to remove the dirt clods, the lumps of dirt. You want to get the dirt as fine as possible. You can break these clods up by, again, using a rake or a spade, chopping them up, whichever you prefer, but you don't want lumps when you're trying to sow the seed. You want to get it nice and fine so that the roots can get down into the soil. Next you want to remove any of the big weeds that you see, because again the grass isn't going to grow where these weeds are. And you don't want the soil to be compacted. Next you want to cut the grass in the area that you're going to be seeding. You don't want the soil to be compacted. If it is, you want to rake it up or tease it up with a spade or a rake. Just loosen it up a bit, because if it's compacted, again, the roots will struggle to get down into the soil. So I just want to get everything nice and flat here before I lay the seed. Now I've got my rake and I'm just going to rake the area just to finally remove any lumps or bumps to get it nice and smooth. If you do have some compacted ground, you could always add some fine soil over the top, just so that the roots have got something to get into. Now for sowing the seed, I've got some grass seed here. I don't particularly have like a preference on which brand. I just use any seed I find at the store. So I like to get down low and lay it carefully, because you don't want to mix big patches. You want to try to get it nice and evenly distributed. For larger areas you can buy a seed sower, which you put the seed in it and it's got wheels and you pull it along and it will distribute the seed that way. But for small areas you can do it by hand, as I'm doing here. So now it's time to water the seed. And you want to use a watering can that has a rose on the end of it with plenty of little holes in it, so that it evenly distributes the water out. You don't want it all gushing out, because that will disrupt and displace the seed all over the place. So you can see this fine rose head, it mimics the rain, so it doesn't disturb the seed too much. And at this stage you could also add a fine layer of sand or fine dirt just to go over the top of the seed to prevent birds eating it and prevent the wind from blowing it around. But the water on its own should activate the seed and it should be able to get its roots in. As soon as I'd done this, the pigeons were straight down on it, but there should be plenty of seed there, so it's not too much to worry about. So after maybe a week, you start to see tiny little green shoots, and the key now is to just leave these alone. Don't cut them. Let them strengthen up. And it won't look like a lot at first, but it will start to get thicker and thicker. This is at about maybe a week and a half. And you can see the patches are starting to fill in now. You want to do this around late spring to early autumn at the latest. This won't work in the very cold months if you've got snow or frost. And as you can see, it starts to get really thick after about 2 or 3 weeks. I've left it nice and long, and now it's ready to cut back for the first time. Resist any urge to cut it too soon, because you want to allow it to get strength and for the roots to develop before you disturb it. So now it's probably about 100 millimeters tall or so. And wait for a nice dry day before cutting it. I'm using a strimmer because if the grass is long and you use a lawnmower, you might risk pulling up the roots, snagging it, so this just cuts it nice and crisp. And that is the grass now in early autumn, and it looks much better than it did at the beginning. Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So as you saw, my lawn was quite patchy, it needed some attention, and now it's looking pretty good, and it wasn't too difficult to do either. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.